Divisional round of the playoffs are over, and not surprising, first three games kind of went how I was thinking. Like I said, with the Rams-Packers game, I thought if the Rams could control time of possession, it would give them a good shot at winning the game, and it seemed like they couldn't do anything. Aaron Donald couldn't stay on the field, and the Packers were the Packers. Um, so off to the next round for them. Second game of Saturday night was the Buffalo Bills and Ravens. I really thought that the that the Ravens would put up a better fight. Justin Tucker, one of the most accurate kickers in the NFL in the entire history, but right now probably the top kicker, turns around and ends up missing two kicks, which would have changed how that completely how that game would have turned out. Lamar Jackson's getting better as a player. He really still has to work on that passing game. He's not a terrible quarterback in the pocket. He's not outstanding. But if he can get that down where he's a guy that you're guaranteed to get 250 to 270 passing yards a week with his ability to run, then he'll be dangerous, and he'll really make that Ravens team a Super Bowl contender every year, as long as they keep restocking the shelves of draft picks and hitting on them, which the Baltimore Ravens organization does a very good job at. Third game of the weekend was Kansas City and Cleveland. I was really hoping that game would be closer all throughout. When you look at everything, there was that at the end of the first half, there was that hit that technically was should have been called a penalty. The defensive player led with the head to initiate contact. That, by all description, is a penalty in the NFL. Forces a fumble, ball rolls out of the end zone, like they were talking about in the broadcast, how they don't like that rule. I don't either. I don't think a team should lose possession when the other team doesn't gain possession. Now I could see if if they look into that rule and don't change it. I understand football usually doesn't change too many rules drastically. If they do change it, I think that could be beneficial. They can look into, all right, where do we put the ball from here? My thing is, wherever the player last was on the field before the ball was fumbled, I think that's where the ball should go. Make it a loss of down as well. So if it was first down, make them lose second down. So then, hey, you fumbled the ball. Yeah, we're kind enough to give it back to you, but guess what? You got tackled for first down, and you lose second down. So now you have third down. You have to make it work. Now that would get tricky if it was third down. Now they're tackled on third down, lose fourth down. I mean, they could manipulate the rules a little bit to make it a better a better rule. But they did come back after the Patrick Mahomes concussion. Andy Reid said today that there was a possibility he was actually able to come back in the game because of how he felt and all of that. So sounds like it won't be that bad of an injury. Hopefully he's back in time for a championship game. If not, the Chiefs really have an uphill battle, because I think without Patrick Mahomes, I think that the Chiefs will be in trouble. Last game of the weekend, Tampa Bay versus the New Orleans Saints. looks like Drew Brees played his last game in the NFL. That's what the rumors are, that he was going to retire from the league after this season. It's a shame to go out that way. There are people who sit around and are saying, "Oh, he still got it," but they didn't move the ball downfield at all, and I can't see that offense really being a dink and dunk like a West Coast offense. Could prove me wrong, but hey, the guy had a great career, one of the all-time best passing quarterbacks that the NFL has ever seen. If this is the end for him, he has nothing to look back on and be sad about. You completely resurrected a football franchise that was basically wearing bags over their heads to games. It was a weird game, really a defensive game. I wasn't expecting it to be that way. I really on betting lines. I was betting the quarterbacks to really just sling the ball around. I said earlier I thought the only way that Tampa Bay would win is if Mike Evans had 5 receptions and about 85 yards. Marshawn Lattimore shut him down. He had 1 reception on, I think, 3 targets for 3 yards and a touchdown. But besides that, they did not do anything to move that ball downfield in the passing game until it was the second half. And they still came out and won it with the turnovers, forcing Breeze into a couple of mistakes, punching that ball out, really changed the game a lot. I'm going to wait a few days, see what goes on. Injury reports with COVID. we don't know what's going to be coming with players. Are they going to be out for the game? Are they going to be in? Do we have no COVID, positive COVID tests? I think now the teams are being very precautious, with even more so than they were in the regular season, just so that their players make it into the championship game. And also, if they make it to the Super Bowl, now you have them ready for the Super Bowl. But so probably Thursday, I'm going to do a real quick stream and give you my takes on what I think will happen in the NFC and AFC championship game, which should be a really good game on both sides. I think both of them have the potential to put up a lot of points. I think the AFC game should put up more points than the NFC game, but we'll see, and I will have that video, like I said, on Thursday for you. See ya.